Hello, hello. Hope all is well. Bring you some more action, blitz action from the 5-minute pool on ICC. It's been quite a while. I haven't done it in 2017. So a little difference, or maybe a major difference, depending on how you feel about it. I've injected some music into the mix. Normally I'm playing chess music anyway, so I figured I'd go for it. And a lot of artists reached out to me and were nice enough to let me use their music. This session in particular, I'm going to be using music from this group from Germany called PH-Wert, which means pH value in German. And I think they make really chill beats, hip-hop and house. And so I hope you can still follow the commentary and vibe out to the music a little bit, because that's what I'm going to be doing. So without further ado, let me put a seep in the 5-minute pool and we'll see what comes out. Alright, and I am right out of the gate. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, knight f3, knight f6. Stingy fianchetto stuff. Play d5 and c6 and get my bishop outside the chain. These systems are always really tricky because white doesn't seem like they have that much, and then all of a sudden they have an overwhelming position. So it's like a handle with care type of deal. I thought he was going to try and play e5, but it looks like he's holding back, so I'm wondering if I should go take on e4 and go e5 myself, and I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to try and hold up the position a little bit, keep everything solid, defend e5 a bunch of times, and I think I should be okay here. Now e4 is also hanging, so I have my sights on that as well. I think bishop takes a1 will be played here, so that the b4 pawn doesn't drop, and then I have to move my bishop. Oh, well. Alright, that's a little bit of a surprise. Queen takes a1. I think I'm going to go bishop takes b4, and then I'm still hitting the e4 pawn. I lose e5, but I think I'm just hitting the e4 pawns. That should be okay. I'm wrestling over whether I should take the e5 knight or not, or should I take the e4 pawn. It's a really tough decision to make, because in many of these lines, the bishop and the queen are hitting the g7 pawn, so it's sort of unclear what I should be going for. What should I do? What should I do? I'm taking too long. Bishop takes e4. It looks really complicated, but I'm just going to go for it. My idea is maybe if I could play knight takes e4 and then get my knight to g5, there might be some weird forking action if the light square bishops are traded. So I'm thinking maybe like he plays knight takes d7, or if he plays bishop takes d4, knight takes d4, then knight takes d7, queen takes d7, and then if bishop takes g7, maybe I have knight g5, threatening queen takes h3. So that's what I'm angling for. But it's really complicated. I think you should probably play knight takes d7 first, and then sort of see what I'm going to do. I think knight takes d7, I can go queen takes d7, and if bishop takes f6, I have bishop takes g2. And I'm still a pawn up, so I'm pawn up. The clock is slowly working in my favor. So I think I have good chances here. I expected that. Now I'm going to play bishop takes g2, and then I think I'm going to give a check. Or maybe I take on f6 first. I'm going to give a check first, and then I'm going to take on f6. And I'm just a pawn up here. I mean, my king side pawn structure is not great, but I'm a pawn up, and that's a big deal. So I really like my position now. Because if knight e3, I have queen f3, which is very, very strong move, protecting the f6 pawn, and sometimes threatening rook takes e3. So I think black just has a really big advantage here. And rook e4 is really important because it sort of forces the queen to move away. And yeah, okay, this check doesn't do that much. And yeah, now I'm in a really, really good position because I have such great pressure on the f2 and g3 pawns with this bishop and queen being as active as they are. And I'm threatening queen takes g3 among other things. And notice that this knight on g2 is really, really badly placed. It's not active. I have these double pawns, but my king is safe from checks, so I'm in good shape. And my opponent resigned. Pretty clean game, I'd say. I think sort of in this position out of the opening, after I took on e5, took on e4 and played e5, I have a pretty solid position. And the problem is after knight c4, you attack my e5 pawn, but the e4 pawn is also attacked. So I have good counterplay, good pieces, and I just managed to be a pawn up here, so I got to the complications. Yeah, that was game. On to the next. Alright, let me go e4. We're going to try and do some attacking this video. I know I don't do that very often. I'm going to try and attack. So I'm just developing, trying to get all my pieces out, and then I'm going to settle on a plan later. Queen g3 might have been a blunder because of knight h5. I didn't see that. I maybe should have. I'm a little bit worried about knight h5 here. And he played it. I gotta go for it. I think if he takes knight takes g3 and then knight takes f1, that knight might be trapped. Yeah, I'm looking at, can I play bishop g5? I think that knight might be trapped actually. And then if I go all the way back to c1, amazingly, I think that knight is actually trapped. And then I have two pieces for the rook, so maybe it wasn't so bad after all. Looks like I'm going to be gaining rating if I get winning positions like this. So this is still a little bit tricky because black does have a few good central control and a few pawns for the two minor pieces. But I think this move here, b4, is really important, sort of establishing some control of the dark squares, particularly c5 and a5. If I can somehow now get in knight a4 and knight c5, I should have pretty good control. Very important not to relinquish control of the center, so I gotta have some control of the center, so I think f3 is really important. If I can get a knight a4, I'm golden. Like bishop d2, knight a4, I am so golden. For that plan I was talking about before, knight a4. Heading for c5. And now bishop b2, hitting the e5 pawn. I can take here and play rook e1 because I'm still hitting the e5 pawn. It's not. There's no way to defend it now. So Yep, my opponent resigned, because now the e5 pawn is going to drop. There's really not much to do, so, still, I wasn't impressed by my opening. I think, this position after knight c6, I know knight b5 is pretty popular, and then the idea is that after knight b5 and then to go ahead to d6, but I played a3, which is pretty much as wimpy a move as you could make here, but, okay, I didn't know what I was doing, and queen g3 wasn't a great move, but I don't know why it wasn't a great move. I think after knight h5 and bishop takes e7, knight takes g3, and then bishop takes d8, I think black maybe should have just played rook takes d8 and allowed me to play h takes g3. Oh no, but then I would have been up a piece. Yeah, this knight h5 move doesn't work then. Something went wrong here. Yeah, maybe it doesn't work. Maybe black had to defend, like queen c7, just defend the e5 pawn, but yeah, maybe it was trickier than I thought. That's the I'm not sure what it means, but I'll take the W. Trickier than I thought variation. So, anyways, we're waiting on the queue now to close this one and see what comes out in a moment. Again, just trying out this new music thing. I really do normally play chess with music. I think part of the reason is it's not super serious when you're playing online, and of course you want to win, but you also just want to play. It's like therapeutic, you know? So, that's pretty much my mindset, just play and enjoy and chill, and especially because I'm coming home from work now, so I get home at like, I don't know, I eat dinner back in the evening, and I just want to chill, you know? I'm like tired, and I sort of underestimated how tired work would make me. So, alright, e4. Best by test, right, Bobby Fischer? Ah, Scandinavian. I don't want to test this guy's knowledge of that Scandinavian, so I'll just play knight c3. Another wimpy choice, but not a bad choice, but just a little wimpy. Okay, now it sort of turns into a Caro-Kann if they play knight f6 or c6. Okay, knight bishop f5. I don't know. But this should be okay. Knight g3 and knight f3. And yeah, my intention is probably going to be to play to get the bishops really quickly at some point. Yeah, I'm just gonna go knight h4 and get the two bishops, because that's what I do. I actually think black would have been better served to play e5, because now I'm gonna play d4, and I still can take that bishop later on, but yeah, I think black should have played e5 and tried to make use of me taking control of the center for a second, so or letting go of the center, because now I can just take on g6 when I feel like it. That can be now, that can be later. I think it's going to be now, and yeah, I think I have a pretty easy position to play. Gonna rush to castle because the open H file, so I'm thinking my castle queenside. But of course black's really solid. I just have this preference of the two bishops. Normally they say capture toward the center, but I couldn't play h takes g3 because of my rook was hanging, so I figured I'm going to have an open f-file and go queenside. I like my position. Two bishops, good control. I love it. Now I have this idea going G4, G5 at the probably next, maybe. Just harassing the knight a little bit and maybe getting some pressure on F7. Yeah, I'm slowly trying to push black back, because I think that'll be good for me. I don't think I want to open the A file, so that was sort of a no-no. And now it's what to do. How do I open this position up in my favor? I had to get rid of that knight because c5 was a threat against the d4 pawn, so a little bit tough. And now I really need to control the e file because I think e takes f5 will be played, and then I can't really allow like rook e8 and rook e4. So I think if e takes f5, I play rook fe1. Note that my bishop from d2 must guard the g5 pawn right now. So I'm shifting plans a little bit towards central control. And yeah, I saw this b5 move trying to open up the position, and my idea was going to be to play c5 because the knight doesn't really have access to the d5 square. So I figured that as long as the knight can't come to d5, it's actually not a good knight bad bishop scenario.
Right now. Looks like this is the last I'm getting. Right now. Looks like this is the last I'm getting. Right now.
And just as I say that, this knight is very craftily trying to come to d5.
Looks like this is the last I'm getting. Right now.
I'm gonna ignore it. I think now the open H file might be a real danger.
I
really want to go queen h3, but I don't think it's responsible. So I'm gonna play queen takes d5, and then bishop e5 to block the file. I don't know who's better. I really don't. I think it's close to equal. But I think the knight is a little bit better than my bishop, but I still think it's close to equal. Knight takes a2, I have rook a1.
Looks like this is the last opportunity. Looks like this is the last opportunity.
I'm getting low on time, so I'm going to start to blitz my moves a little bit. Just play a little faster. Right now! Oh, this guy's trying to flag me. Ah, the worst. He got me. He flagged me. Yeah, I sort of got into this bind. Definitely wasn't the best way to play it. But what can you do? I'll be better next game for sure. Definitely will be better. I had the two bishops. I had everything that I wanted, and then went downhill somehow. So, not good. It'll hurt me. Ooh, yeah. It'll hurt me too. So, anyways, I'm back in the queue, waiting on the next game, and we'll see how it goes. But that was not clean. I had the two bishops. I had the better central control. I just gave up the d5 square, and that's the thing is if you give up central squares, particularly for knights to control, you get exposed if the knight's ever able to get there. And I let the knight get to d5, and that was stupid. Alright. Maybe a King's Indian this time. King's Indian Pancetta line, really solid for white. Really tough to break down. Now it's turning into a closed Sicilian because he didn't play d4, and I think black is just better in these positions. I think it's really, really foolish to not defend, to not sort of play d4 yourself if you have the opportunity. So, yeah. Now I'm just building up for b5. Going to do this sort of really, in my opinion, premature kingside pawn storm type thing, and I don't think it should work, but sometimes it does, so I have to be a little bit careful, but I think he's going to go g5 and then f5. Okay, e5 is really surprising, because now I don't know how he's going to defend the e5 pawn. It's usually a little bit weak, and now it's almost isolated because the d3 pawn is backward. So I don't know what he's doing here. I'm going to reposition my knight, go to e6, and my knight from c7 to e6, it's pretty much a classic maneuver in these structures. You go knight e8, knight c7, knight e6, and you get pretty good play. knights do a good job of sort of blockading white's central pawns. Oh, and you have to ask me twice to take a bishop. Yes, please. I love bishops and I love free pawns, and I'm about to get a free pawn on b2 if I want. Rook takes b2, coming right up. And yeah, if this is a losing position, because I have the 2 bishops, my rook is active, my knight on d4 is a monster, and all those factors are all really good factors. Now I'm almost looking for exchange sacrifices. That's normally how I finish games, so I'm definitely have my eyes open for that. Ooh, I want to play rook takes g2 at some point, but I'm going to start with bishop c6. Start with bishop c6, and now if I get the chance, rook takes g2 is on deck. It's like so unnecessary. Like, I don't even have to play rook takes g2. It just looks really cool. So I can also just play e6, hit it, push, kicking the knight away. Maybe that's cleaner. But I have a strong, strong bias for the exchange sac. Actually, no. Rook takes g2 and then e6. That's what it is. Rook takes g2 and then e6. And the knight just pinned. That's the solution. I was going to play bishop takes c5, but this is way cleaner. And now, yeah, it's over, because I played d takes c4, discovery check. The knight and the bishop are just going to wreak havoc, sorry. And yeah, now I'm going to go knight f3, which amazingly and beautifully threatens queen h4 check in addition to the rook on e1, so real tough. Ooh, yeah, resigns. Clean game. Really just illustrates what you shouldn't do specifically in these types of structures for white. I really don't have much respect for the close Sicilian. Like, don't give up the d4 square. I mean, if you're playing a white opening, like, you shouldn't just give up the d4 square like that. So, anyways, I'll take the W's when they come. And we're waiting and queuing up. Been pretty good today. I thought the music would affect my play a little bit, because it always does. Like, when I'm trying to get my rating up, which is not that often, but when I'm actually really trying, I turn off the music and I just focus and try to block out everything, and then it becomes more like a classical chess game. But with the music, it's just fun, you know. It's just really relaxing, and but there's sort of like a ceiling on my level of play with music. I'm not sure exactly what that ceiling is, but there's definitely a defined ceiling. So yeah. So while I'm waiting in the pool, yeah, I guess I'll talk a little bit about Tata Steel that's going on right now. Some people I've heard a lot of chatter in different. I kept my ear to the streets, you could say, and a lot of people are like, "What's wrong with Carlsen? What's his deal? Like, is he not taking it seriously? Why is he like losing games all of a sudden?" I mean, he's not doing that badly. I think other people are just catching up. It's not like Carlsen is playing so badly. It's just people are getting better. And I think the game he played yesterday against over the weekend against Richard Rapport and lost. Rapport is a top 20 player in the world and is super erratic, but on a really good day can beat anyone. And so I think we forget that sometimes when we rush to judgment over results and we criticize and all this, is we forget that all these guys are hungry and they're all really talented, and specifically in a white game, I always think you have a shot. Like, I think I have a great shot against anyone in the world with white. So, just to keep that in mind. Now, of course, Carlsen isn't always playing his best, and that's definitely true, but again, I think it's a bit of an overreaction for like, what is wrong with Carlsen? The sky is falling, all this nonsense. Because that's what it is. At the end of the day, it's just nonsense. So. Now, what I gotta figure out is my position nonsense, because I don't know what to do right now. knight d7, but I wasn't sure about what to do here. I think bishop e3 is going to be played now. Okay, that I did not expect. I think I have good counterplay now because the bishop on b3 is sort of out of the game. This diagonal is not going to be opened up, and my pieces look really menacing. Now I'm going to play bishop takes f5, threaten bishop d3. I like it. Might even have some tactics here, like bishop takes h3 check, or no, bishop h3, bishop takes h3 and knight f3 check. But it doesn't look like it, so I gotta move on. Although I don't want to move on. I can just play normally and get a safe advantage, or go for broke. I'm gonna play normally. I played c4 to give my knight the d3 square. And now maybe my knight can be anchored there for a little bit. This guy annoyingly is not letting my knight stay there. Very, very annoying. I think I lost the thread these past couple moves. The material is equal, but it feels like I did something wrong because I lost the c4. I lost my central pawn for a flank pawn. My queen looks a little trapped. Not the best position right now, but I'm gonna fight. So, I have good pressure on c3. If rook a1, I can go queen b3. So I'm doing alright. Really impressive move, this bishop d4, because my bishop right here is doing a great job protecting my kingside pawns. So really smart by him to sort of attack that point. And now this rook endgame is really not fun to play because I'm very passive. d5 comes just in the nick of time because I want to get my rook to c2 and get some sort of counterplay off the f-pawn. But I'm running low on time, so I'm going to play a little bit quicker than before. Less talking. flip. I should have defended the e7 pawn, just held the position. A little bit dicey. If we go through it really quickly, I think this knight d7 move is a big mistake, because now he could just go bishop e3 and protect the center. So I don't think I think knight d7 was a mistake. But he played d5, which was a mistake on his part, because after knight d5, this f5 move I'm sure makes black slightly better. And yeah, he should have done a little bit better with that position than he did. Right, because now I'm just better. But then I lost the thread. This c4 move is probably not very clever. If I turn on the engine, I'm curious to see what the engine would say. Yeah, queen d7, just a normal move. Makes perfect sense. I tried to get a little bit extravagant with the c4 move, and it just weakens my pawn structure unnecessarily. And I want to put my knight on d3, but it turns out that it's just loose on d3, because I can't defend the c4 pawn again. So, anyways, it happens. Next. Oh, I'm playing the same guy. I'm gonna troll him. I'm gonna play a3. Show him I can beat him with a3. Heck, I beat Simon Williams with a3. And then b4. I'm gonna go play real type of weird setup. And then I'm gonna temper my with the modest d3. Temper my aggression with d3. Black is better. Black has control of the center, which is a real asset. But I don't like e4, because now maybe my knight has an anchor on d4. Maybe not. But that was my thought, at least. Knight e5 is a bit annoying, because now knight d3 might be a threat. So I'm gonna go queen c2. Attack d4 pawn. And it's very important that my king stays in the center on e1 for a hot second, because if I castled a few moves ago, there was this Greek gift, bishop takes h2.
I'm gonna make it, now that you and I are through. I just don't know whether I can take it.
Knight h4 was a threat, so I gotta occupy that square with a pawn. Because if knight h4 would have hit the g2 pawn and would have been really, really murky. I really want to go g4. I feel like there might be some tricks against undermining the e4 pawn. So my idea is that if I take on g4, maybe I have knight f5 or something. I think my idea might have worked, because now I have this bishop on the long diagonal. My queen looks pretty good, so no complaints here. Although G3 might be a bit of a problem. I'm going to go H5. This is looking a little murky. Now I'm going to go Rook D1, attacking the queen. And if G takes F2 check, I can just play King takes F2, and there are no checks against my king. And I want to make the argument, I don't know if it's a good argument, I want to make the argument that my king is actually safer than the black king, because I'm going to play H5 now. Alright, and he acknowledges this, because now he wants to trade queens, which I think should be in my favor, because after King E2, now I have this Rook G1 threat. And also I have Rook D7 threat. And my bishop on the long diagonal is really, really nasty. So I think white has a great position. Not sure why he didn't play G6. And now Rook G1 check looks really bad. I think he's gonna resign because I take and then play Rook G7 check. Just win the knight. Game, set, match. Alright, we're gonna play one more. Yeah, hopefully we'll end on a W. Alright, Active Kids. Alright, this guy, you know the thing about these usernames? This guy's username is Active Kids. I bet you he's an adult. I bet you he's an adult. It's another guy that plays the closed Sicilian. No respect, no regard for human life. Crazy. People that just don't want to play D4. I do not understand. Why don't you want to play D4? Why give me the square when you could play it yourself? I'll never understand. One day someone will explain to me this nuance, and I'll understand. But until then, I won't. Alright, so it's clear he wants to kick my knight away, so gotta make room. Make a little room. And that's what I was aiming for, because now I have knight G4, and I get this very, very important dark squared bishop. He should have played H3 to defend the square, because now I go back, I have the two bishops, and I think all is good in the neighborhood, really. Although F5 is a little bit scary. I'm gonna castle, pretend like nothing happened. And, yeah, it's a little bit dicey. He has knight G4 here, which is pretty strong. That I don't like, because now you sort of reduce the tension, and, okay, now I think I have a good position, because there is enough pressure on my, my king side left, and now I have the two bishops, and if I can press that victory home, or press that advantage home, I should be in good shape. So now I just need to trade a few pieces to get my two bishops advantage going, and I hope it gets going. Well, the knight on G6 is a little bit annoying, but I think if I can sort of get that out of the way, I'm going to play Queen F7 next, and yeah, try to take over. I'm gonna probably go 95 or 97 to get rid of the G6 knight. '95 makes a little bit more sense because after knight takes e5, I play bishop takes e5, and I'm also attacking the g3 pawn in addition to the h5 pawn. And if white goes g4, he takes away the g4 square for his knight on h2. So I think 95 is a nice touch. But again, these close Sicilian positions, I mean, it really, really, like, control the d4 square. That's like, I just don't have respect for the close Sicilian, man. Like, now I'm not saying it's bad. I don't have respect for it. It just seems positionally wrong to me. And I'm not a Sicilian guy, really. I'm really not a hardcore Sicilian guy. It just looks wrong. Alright, so g4, this is what I wanted to see, because now he takes away the square for his knight. And now I'm going to start to take over. The two bishops will start to take over, no doubt about it. I don't understand that move. I think that just is a free pawn. The bishop gets activated, and his bishop was sort of in the doghouse, but free pawn's a free pawn. I don't know where his pieces are going. I really don't. And my bishops are starting to put in some work. Pulling overnight shifts of the plan, you know? Knight g2 is the only move to stay in the game. Plays it, good for him. And I just need to create another weakness. Maybe go a5, a4, a3. Just to create a little bit of rub. Or he can open the position for me, which makes my life a little easier. Because now I can go queen d5. And yeah, knight takes f4, there's queen h1 mate, so he can't take my bishop. So I think this battery against the knight will be a problem. Well, I have a beautiful threat here. If I get to move again, I could go bishop e3. And the point is that if knight takes e3, there's queen h1 mate. And if queen takes e3, there's queen g2 mate. That would have been beautiful. So in this very, again, white resigned. But in this very position, if white plays like a3, I have the bishop e3 move, beautiful move, which ends the game on the spot. So, hey, good way to go out. That deserves some pat on the back. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back soon.